Alright guys, welcome back to Tomboy Official. Got an episode to talk more about some of these money-making methods. So I want to talk about a recent experience with eBay. I don't even know what to say. So, and I'll talk about other sites too, and maybe how they've changed. But, you know, with eBay, I noticed I sold this game controller. It's like a wireless controller. It has a receiver that's a USB. I'll say some things I don't like about that controller. The USB is it's almost like a flash drive. Like the way it sticks out, it's like the same exact size as a flash drive, instead of like those small, like, you know how they have those small little dongles for like the like for like those little receivers for the, like, if you have a Bluetooth mouse or a Bluetooth keyboard, and it's like a small little rectangle one that just, like, yeah, it sticks into the side of your computer, but it's not like bulky sticking out. um I kind of like those small ones better, but this one came with the big, like, it looks like a flash drive almost. So that's the downside of it. And I mostly used it playing Watch Dogs. I tried when I had Game Pass for Microsoft. I tried to use the controller on Forza on my PC, but it didn't really work. But anyways, I put it up for bid. I don't know why I had some trouble with it. I'd posted it previously, like ages ago, and I was like, let me just get back into selling my crap. So I had posted it before, and you know, I, way back, like probably like a year ago, and then I was like, let me just get this thing sold because I'm not even using it anymore. A lot of things that are electronics, what I would recommend people do, because this is what I do, I try to save the boxes, and I keep my stuff in really good condition, and so I try to save the boxes, and then when I'm done with it, I'm like, let me just sell this thing because I'm not using it. I try to keep the boxes, or at least sell things as one full product, kind of like a bundle. And so, you know, it's a little more appealing to the buyer, and putting things to bid on auction, because before I had posted like a buy now price, and it wasn't selling at all, and even at a low price it wasn't selling. And so I was like, well, let me just post this stupid, let me just post this stupid thing. So I posted it, I think at like $3 something, and it sold after 5 days for like $5.50. Now eBay takes out a $3.99 fee, and the $3.99 fee, once you add taxes and other fees, turned out to be $4 and some cents. It was over $4.50 for something, and that meant that already at the sell of $5.50, it wasn't going to cover the shipping, and I was going to have to pay shipping. I don't know, maybe I forgot to press the button that the buyer pays or what, because I didn't know I was paying, but it turns out that I was going to pay the shipping, and I didn't notice that. And then I tried to edit it, and I couldn't edit it, so I was like, dang. But electronics usually sell well, and so I was like, let me just wait and see if somebody will pay more. And it just, nobody bid more. Like, it got a few bids up to $5.50, and then my profit from all that after eBay fees would have been like 90 something cents, and I would have had to pay shipping. So to have to ship this controller for like probably about at least seven something dollars, if not more, because it comes in the box, so I'd have to ship the box. It's not heavy or big, but I would have had to pay for that, and then I would have had to, I would have just had to pay for the shipping for that. And then I would have had to pay, you know, I basically would have lost $6. So I'm like, how does this make any sense, you know? Because, you know, shipping isn't cheap anymore, and flat rate shipping costs a lot too. Usually what I do is I ship flat rate, because flat rate is, you know, more predictable, and it's easier on me. Like, if somebody else is paying the flat rate shipping, I don't like to guess, because sometimes when you estimate how much you're gonna have to ship for, you might still end up coming out of pocket. I've had that happen before, so I was like, let me just avoid that. So that has been my recent experience. Not a good experience. Now, I've talked about how before I used to buy and sell those Zimbabwe $100 trillion banknotes. I used to buy them, wait, and then resell them. And so usually you could buy them for like $40-$50 and then resell them when the worth went up for like up to like 120, even 200 something bucks. I've seen them before. Today, I didn't really look hard, and I don't know if it was the right ones, but I saw them online for like $18. So I'm like, dude, like, they're cheap, but who knows if they'll go up. And I don't know if those were like the real ones or if it was like the replicas or what. So I was like, I'm staying away from that. I didn't look too into it, but usually those, I think it's like the 2008s, the uncirculated, those tend to, you know, go up and down in price, because they're collector's items. So when there's a lot of them available to buy, the price is low. And then when they're kind of more rare to buy, because all the collectors are buying them up, and when they get harder and harder to find, then they bring in more money. So I'm like, okay, you know, let's just see what happens with this. And you know, I wasn't, you know, doing anything too, nothing too intense, nothing, you know, I wasn't dabbling in any of that stuff. I was just like, let me just leave it alone. So that's my eBay experience for now. It's not a good one. I'm not pleased to hear about this eBay situation. But because I was up, you know, for like an hour, almost 2 hours last night, a little under 2 hours I was awake. Or maybe I should say it was a little over 1 hour. I was up for a little over 1 hour at like 3 something in the morning. I don't know. From 3 to, let's say, 4:45, so maybe like an hour 45 minutes or so. So just under 2 hours, I guess. And I watch that Craigslist hunter guy a lot, and because those are my sleep videos, I'm like, I need something that's like dull enough that, like, if I miss something, I'm not gonna like be like, oh, what actually happened. Like, I care enough to watch it. They kind of get my mind kind of like not just like racing about other stuff and stressing me out. It kind of relaxes me, but it's not so overly entertaining or overly stimulating that I want to actually like see what happens. So if I start dozing off, I can just like turn off my phone and go to bed. So I started watching that as my sleep videos, and I like it. It's pretty good. So I just we'll keep watching that. But um, yeah, I kind of noticed it, and so Craigslist. I posted my car up to sell on Craigslist. I think it cost me $5 to post it for 30 days. So $5 isn't bad, but you have to pay it up front. Um, if you have gigs that you're either searching for workers or trying to post your own gigs so you can get work, I think it now costs $60. Dude, Craigslist used to be free. You could just post your crap for free before. So now you have to risk paying a little bit of money. Same with eBay. You get some kind of fees and stuff, and if you want it promoted, I think that's why I think you have to pay $1.99 per promotion or per day promotion or whatever. I don't remember how it works, but there's something with eBay that you have to pay a little bit of money that adds up, which is why I ended up with that $4 something cents fee after selling something for like $5 and not being able to really make a real profit. Like less than $1 isn't a profit if I still have to pay for shipping. I'm really not even covering shipping. Like even if I made $1 after shipping, that's not a lot of money, but I'm like, at least I'm not breaking even. At least I'm making some profit, but I'm like, I don't want to lose money, so I'm just not even gonna ship it. That's what I do. I'm like, the buyer eventually, it's bad business, but the buyer eventually goes back and they'll be like, the item never shipped, or they'll cancel or whatever, and then eBay will return their money to them. Like I'm not gonna pay money for something that I posted that I'm not gonna make a profit. Like I'm just not gonna do that. I wasn't expecting that, and so now it's like, how do I owe eBay? But basically, I have multiple accounts set up on eBay, so I just went back to my oldest account from like 2009 or whatever, and I'm like, I'll just use that one to post from now on. Because if you mess up something, you're gonna get bad. They're not gonna let you keep posting on there. If you have some kind of like issue that happens, and I'm like, I don't want to deal with it right now. But so yeah, I basically used this process to kind of get all that rolling. I would love to post on Craigslist, but that's a lot of money to be posting. But now, I was saying to a friend, like now I'm kind of noticing why people are doing more and more of those yard sales and garage sales. Because it's like, that's just cash in your pocket. You don't have to pay all these fees. The thing I like about these sites is that people are automatically on them searching for stuff in the first place. So you get that organic live traffic search and people that want to buy your stuff. Like, again, I've never really had trouble with electronics. So some of the things I'm probably going to sell, I've got these RHA Bluetooth earbuds. They work fine. I don't think I have a charger for them. I might. It's a Type-C charger. I think I have it. I think I have an extra Type-C charger. I just need to find it. My Bluetooth speaker no longer works for some reason. It won't charge. I tried 2 different cables and neither one of them works, so I'm pretty sure it's the device itself. So I don't know if I even want to post it for parts because I might lose money, like, because I don't think you can post for free anymore, maybe, but I'll have to check that out. But yeah, I'll post the Bluetooth RCA earbuds, wireless earbuds, whether Bluetooth and wireless. I'll post I don't know if I'm gonna repost that controller again, because if it's not gonna sell, I'll keep it, because I probably won't use it, but I might. I have this knockoff GoPro. It's not really a GoPro. It's some other brand called Dragon something. I don't know what it is. But I use it when I snowboard. I don't know how much it'll go for, but it has the case. It has all the, attachments. I probably have things I could add to it. It wouldn't come with an SD card. I'd keep my SD card. but yeah, I think it would be a solid sell. Like it has a charger, everything. Um, Sports equipment. I was debating on selling my rollerblades. I haven't really used them in a while. I've got this backpack that's got like a 3 number code on it, so I might sell that. I like it, but I got it from work, so I never paid for it, and then they let me keep it as well as the Bluetooth keyboard with the mouse, so I'll probably sell all that. Um, I'm debating about the rollerblades. I might go to Play It again and sell the rollerblades, my balance board, and my what do you call it? My old snowboard with the boots. Or I might post that stuff on Offerup for people to just come get it, because then I could list my own price. Because I know most of these stores, they'll pay you half of whatever eBay sells it for, and then they'll sell it for like double. And so I'd rather just sell it for double. Like those rollerblades can go for about 70, maybe even more, because they're not really worn down too bad at all. The balance board as well, with all the pieces and everything. I don't have the box, but I have all the parts. And the snowboard boots, because those are bigger. I'd rather have somebody pick them up. And we're coming up on the season, so I'd rather not deal with shipping, because shipping is out of control. And so what I'm probably going to do either today or tomorrow, depending when I get the car back, because we're just taking it in this morning, I might have the boots. I don't know. I might just make it so that somebody can come pick stuff up. But I'm gonna go to the post office and get different sized flat rate boxes, just so I know how big the boxes actually are, so I'm not guessing when I'm trying to sell stuff of what size box. Most of the things I try to ship are small, because I just don't like dealing with the nonsense. And then I got this computer I need to repair. I've always got this long to-do list, but since I'm home, I'm trying to like knock out all this stuff, because I wasn't doing job applications and I wasn't doing Uber Eats. So I'm trying to like knock out all this stuff while I'm at the house, and so I don't know, but oh yeah, and OfferUp does have those jobs listed, but I haven't applied to any. I looked at some, the ones that I would want to apply to. You can't just call in; you have to send applications. But some of the customer service ones and some of the easier jobs to get that are working from home, you can just call in. So I might test that out as well. But this week is already halfway over. But I hope this content is helpful. You guys seem to be liking it, so I hope it's helpful. There's always little money-making tips. I'm kind of in the middle of a project of posting these digital products. And so... But yeah, if you're trying to sell physical products, I would always recommend electronics, kind of sports gear, travel kind of stuff, like backpacks, like whatever. Like they're lightweight, but they're heavy. They're lightweight, but they can be big, but you can kind of fold them up too if it's not going to damage it at all. Phones sometimes sell well. There's a lot of stuff that kind of sells pretty good. You got to think about, like, even if people have no money, what are they actually needing? Sometimes people need this kind of stuff. And so, and instruments too, even if it's broken, like, just be really forthcoming about how the quality of the product is. And I think usually it's going to do pretty well. I got to get my pizza because it's burning. My breakfast pizza, my brunch pizza. It's brunch now. For that, thanks for listening.